Today we're going to talk about the vowel team IE. IE is a vowel team because there are two vowel letters, I and E, side by side with one another, and those two letters are working together to represent just one sound. IE can be somewhat of a tricky vowel team in the fact that it makes two sounds. It can say E, like thief, or I, like pie. It's more common for it to say E, like thief. So if you're not sure how to pronounce a word that has IE in it, try making it say E, like thief. For today's activities, it might be helpful for you to have a piece of paper or a whiteboard so you can do the activities along with me. Are you ready? Let's begin. The first thing we want to do is warm up our thinking about the sounds that the IE vowel team can make. Remember, IE can say E, like thief, or I, like pie. I'm going to say a word. If it says E or I, give me a thumbs up, and then point to which sound it makes. If it does not say E or I, just give me a thumbs down. Watch me, I'll do the first one. The word is brief. I think about the sounds. B, E, F. Brief says E like thief, so I'd give a thumbs up, and then I'd point to the thief. Ready? The word is die. Does die say E or I? Thumbs up. You should be pointing to the pie right now. Good job. What about field? Thumbs up. Field says E like thief. What about fell? Thumbs down. Fell says eh. Eh is not E or I, so that's a thumbs down. What about dull? Thumbs down. Dull says is not E or I, so that's a thumbs down. What about priest? Thumbs up. Priest says E like thief. What about shriek? Thumbs up. Shriek says E like thief. What about lied? Thumbs up. Lied says I like pie. What about lead? Thumbs down. Lead says eh. Eh is not E or I. What about yield? Thumbs up. The sounds in yield are y, e, l, d. That's E like thief. What about yell? Thumbs down. Yell says eh. Eh is not E or I. What about tide? Thumbs up. Tide says I like pie. So now that we're really able to think about those sounds, whether it's E like thief or I like pie, we can go ahead and write some words. I'll do the first one. The word is lied. I stretch the sounds. L, I, d. Lied says I like pie, so I think it's going to use my pattern. Let's see how I could write those sounds. L is the letter L. I is the IE vowel team making the I sound. D is the letter D. L, I, d. Lied. Excellent. Now this next one I colored in red because it has this sound, but it is not spelled with the IE vowel team, and so it's a non-example. The word is like. I stretch the sounds. L, I, k. It does say I like pie, but watch as I write this one. L is the letter L. I is the long I sound. K is the letter K. It has that silent E on the end that makes the I have the long I sound. I want to remind you that IE isn't the only way that we make the long E or the long I sound. We learned about the vowel, consonant, E pattern in the past as well. So just because you see or hear a long I or a long E sound doesn't guarantee it's going to be spelled with one of these patterns. For the rest of our words today, though, it will be spelled with the IE vowel team pattern. Listen carefully to if it says E like thief or I like pie. Let's do the next one together. The word is shriek. What's the word? Shriek. Stretch the sounds with me. Sh, E, k. Does shriek say E like thief or I like pie? E like thief. It's going to be spelled with that IE vowel team. That IE vowel team is working together to represent the E sound. What letters represent the sh sound? That's the SH digraph. How about R? We already said IE represents the E sound. What letter represents the K sound? K. Blend the sounds with me. Sh, E, K. Shriek. Excellent job. Let's do another one. The word is tried. What's the word? Tried. Stretch the sounds with me. T, I, D. Does tried say E like thief or I like pie? Tried says I like pie. The I sound in this word is spelled with the IE vowel team. Let's go ahead and write the word. Stretch the sounds with me one more time. T, I, D. What letter represents the T sound? T. What letter represents the sound? R. What vowel team spells the I sound in this word? IE. What letter represents the D sound? D. Blend the sounds with me. T, I, D. Tried. Excellent job. For these next 3 words, I want you to do them on your own. This would be a great time to use that pencil and paper that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Listen carefully to each sound and think about, does it say E like thief or I like pie? Ready? The word is grief. What's the word? Grief. Go ahead and stretch those sounds. Now write the letters that represent each sound. Does grief say E like thief or I like pie? Did you use that IE vowel team? Let's see how you did. Grief has 4 sounds. G, E, F. The G is represented with the letter G. Is the R. E. That is E like thief spelled with the IE vowel team. F is the letter F. G, E, F. Grief. This follows our pattern because the IE vowel team is working together to say E like thief. Excellent. Let's do another one. The word is pies. I would like to eat a lot of pies at Thanksgiving. Stretch the sounds. Go ahead and write what letters represent each sound. Does pies say E like thief or I like pie? Look at what you wrote. Is every sound in the word represented? Let's see how you did. Pies has 3 sounds. P, I, S. Pie says I like pie. P is represented with the letter P. I is the IE vowel team. Z is represented with the letter S in this case. P, eyes, pies. This follows our pattern because the IE vowel team is working together to represent the I sound, like in pie. One last one. The word is field. What's the word? Field. Go ahead and stretch the sounds. Now write what letters represent each sound. Does field say E like thief or I like pie? Did you get all the letters in the word? Let's check how you did. Field has 4 sounds. F, E, L, D. Field. In this case, the E sounds like the E in thief, and it's represented with the IE vowel team. F is represented by the letter F. E is the IE vowel team. L is the letter L. D is the letter D. This follows our pattern because the IE vowel team is representing the long E sound like in thief. Excellent job. We can use this pattern also to help us to read words. Remember, when we're reading unknown words, we're going to try that long E sound first. And if that doesn't sound right, then we're going to try the I sound. Watch as I do this one to show you how this works. I look at the word and I see, are there any letters working together to represent a single sound? The first thing I notice is that CH digraph. Those letters are working together to make one sound. I also notice that there's the IE vowel team, 2 letters working together to represent one sound. The last thing I have is the letter F. It's a consonant that's making its own sound. Then I try to blend the sounds. Ch, e, f, chief. Well, I know that word. I know what a chief is, so I feel confident that I read the word correctly. If I'm not sure, I can always try the other sound too. Ch, I, f, chife. That does not sound like a word I know. I feel confident that in this case, the IE vowel team is making the long E sound like in thief. Sorry about that, friends. That should say IE at the end, or up here. Ch, E, f, chief. Let's do this one together. Look carefully at all the letters. Are there any letters that are working together to make a single sound? Yeah, there's an IE vowel team, 2 letters working together to represent one sound. What about all the other letters? Each one of those is representing its own sound, so they each get their own sound box. We have a blend here at the beginning, S and P, but each of those can make their own sound and a D at the end. Let's go ahead and blend those sounds together, starting with E like thief. S, P, E, D. Speed. That is a word. I know what speed is. I know when someone's driving too fast and they're speeding. But the thing is, I've seen that written before in books, and that's written with a different vowel team. That's written with the EE vowel team. That is not this word. Let's try the other one. I like pie. Eyed. Spied. Oh, that is also a word, like when your little brother spied on you. That's this word right here, because spy ends in a Y, and when you add the ED ending, that Y becomes an I. So in this case, it represents the I sound like in pie. Eyed. Spied. Let's do this one. Help me to look closely at the word. Are there any letters working together to represent one sound? Yep, there's the IE vowel team again. What about the rest of the letters? Are any of them working together? Nope. Each one is its own sound. It's a consonant working on its own to represent a sound. The P is alone, the R is alone, the S is alone, and the T is alone. So each of those gets its own sound box. Let's go ahead and blend this word together. We're going to start by using E like in thief. E, S, T. Priest. That is indeed a word. What about I, just to double check? I, st, priced. I don't know what a priced is, but I do know what a priest is. In this case, the IE vowel team is saying E, like in thief. So you can see how sometimes you're going to have to try both of those sounds. As long as you know the IE vowel team says E, like thief, or I, like pie, you can usually figure out the word. These next 3 I want you to do on your own. You may need to pause the video so you have enough time to go through and find each sound, and then think about which sound you're going to use. When you've practiced all 3 words and you're ready to check your work with me, go ahead and hit play again. Go ahead and pause so you can read these 3 words. Welcome back. Are you ready to see what words these are and how you could use the sound boxes to help you to read them? The first thing that we always did was to think about when there's letters working together to represent a sound. In many cases, you could see how each of these words has the IE vowel team, 2 letters working together to represent one sound. Every other letter in these words was working on its own as a single digraph. So we have the F, the R, and the S, the K, and the S, and the Y, and the L, and the D. Let's just start here with this first word. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to blend it, thinking about E like thief. S, freeze. Freeze? I don't think so. Let's try the I like pie. Eyes, fries. That makes sense. In this case, the IE says I like pie. And I know that fry, like if I had just a single French fry, ends in a Y. So this follows that rule of when an Y turns to an I, and then you add the ES. Let's look at this one. The S is working all on its own. The K is working all on its own. And the S at the end is also working on its own to represent each of their own sounds. When we blend it together, we try to make it say E like thief first. Ease, skis. I do know what skis are, but I've been skiing before. When I had to go rent my skis, there wasn't this E in there. It was just S-K-I-S. Let's try I like pie. Eyes, skies. Like there's blue skies above. In this case, this is the word skies. I also know that sky ends in Y, and when you have a Y and you add the ES, that Y turns to an I. So it really helps if you know what that root word is, like fry or sky or spy, because we know that when we take a word that ends in a Y and you add either the ED or the S at the end, that Y turns to an I, and that can really help you with pronouncing the word. Let's look at the last one. The Y is representing its own sound, the L is representing its own sound, and the D is representing its own sound. The only letters working together in this word are the IE vowel team. I tried saying E like thief, yield. Well, I know what yield is. It's when you slow down or you stop. You let someone else go in front of you. That is this word indeed. So when you're coming to a word that you don't know, the first thing you want to do is look, are there any letter patterns that are working together? Then when one of those letter patterns is the IE vowel team, you have to think, does it sound like E like thief or I like pie? Sometimes you have to try both to see which one makes more sense. Then you blend the word together. You did an excellent job today thinking with me about this IE vowel team. Remember, IE vowel team is two letters working together to represent one sound. The IE vowel team can be tricky because it can say E like thief or I like pie. Thanks for working with me, and please join me again so that we can continue to read and write words. Have a great day.